Most of us wake up every day and we fool ourselves. We tell ourselves that just because we don't know how everything works, that it's all just kind of happening and nobody knows what's going on really. But the truth is, it's all intentional. I'm sorry to say, it's all planned. The world right now, real life, not online, but like out in nature or, not out in the real world, no phones, no tech, just talking to people or just work or just anything not online feels so shit right now. And it's a feeling everyone has. And I've thought about it for a while. I'm not one to doom and gloom on things, but I do take into account how other people are feeling, how the general public's feeling about what's going on, because I think it gives you information that provides a clear picture. And what I've noticed is everyone feels that way. So what do? We retreat online. And it's funny because when we do that, the more time we spend online, the more we're feeding the algorithms meant to replace us. We're feeding the AIs that are inevitably going to replace the majority of us, and we're doing it willingly. Now, how is that? It's like, wow, that's so convenient, right? That's so crazy. Out of all the crazy things going on right now, of all the messes going on right now, economy, wars, social problems, etc., healthcare, etc. Oh, don't worry though. The big tech companies, the one who have the most money and power right now, are getting exactly what they want. Wow. It's almost too good to be true. Oh wait, it is. It's a plan, guys. It's intended this way. And I'm not saying every tiny thing is. Like, I'm not paranoid. Neither should you. But the overall weight is being controlled. Like the majority, the direction of what is happening, there's a plan to it. You know what I'm saying? So everything has a plan. You need to get that through your head. And it's reality. It's not fun to think about. It's not easy to think about, to be honest, but it's the truth. And honestly, every once in a while, just take a moment. Stop and think how ridiculous it is that we carry around a supercomputer in our pockets. I mean, literally every single one of us. It's usually what we look at first thing in the morning, last thing at night. Not all of us, some of us. It's what we spend 8 hours a day on. It's crazy, and we're just feeding it all this information. Everything about our lives. It's a very interesting time we live in, to say the least. And the reality is, this is so far removed from nature, from our biology, from what we evolved to survive in, that there is a line somewhere, and I'm not claiming to know where it is, but at some point we cross it, and maybe we already have. Maybe it's close, maybe it's far off. I really have no solid feelings for it, but at some point there's a line. It's wild to me how fast things are changing. And I'm 27, and I spent some time being raised by my grandparents and got some older culture, so to speak, and I've been around older folks, and I've been around people my age, and I've been around middle-aged people, and I specifically ask them sometimes what the difference is. Like, I don't have 50 years of living on this earth like you do, because you're 77 and I'm 27, for example. So like, what's the, how different is it? How different is it? Extremely. She tells me extremely different, and just how crazy everything is. And what she mentioned was morals, and individual self-respect, and respect for authority, and respect for others. And in a lot of ways, there are a lot of legitimate reasons why we shouldn't trust and respect authority, but there are some things that are respectable. There are certain qualities we should respect, in my opinion. It's not that we should have any at all. It's that we should respect qualities, and we should be the qualities in which we respect. In today's world, that's so hard to do. And similar to how the subconscious mind can't tell the difference between a joke and the truth, Our subconscious cannot tell the difference between like online and reality and in real life stuff. So, and this is true, you can look it up. If you tell yourself every day that you are awesome, like affirmations, or the opposite way, the opposite of affirmations, if you do that and tell yourself that every day, you will start to believe it, and it will start to dominate what you believe and how you think, how you feel, etc. Your subconscious mind will begin to believe it. Now, this also applies to pretty much everything in life. And so it's almost like big tech has, they have all this money and influence and data and intelligence. They hire all the best minds from around the world, etc. And it's like they have found a way they found all the KPIs that the human mind, that most people were operating at. And then they made iPhones and technology and all this stuff. And it's like it's brought down all of our defenses. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's been installing all of this stuff while we've just been, piddling our thumbs and watching our lives, consuming our lives away with virtual content. You know what I mean? I mean, just look at how effective and addictive advertising and technology is now. I mean, it's unbelievable how you can do something. You can scroll for hours and it feels like one, or not even 1 hour. It's like it hacks your brain. It bypasses your biological defenses. It's so insane when you stop to think about it. And then growing up, I'm trying to steer it in this direction. When you're growing up and you're a kid, right? Think back to, you have something that was terrible happen to you. And, as a kid, it's not like it's a big, terrible thing in the grand scheme of things. Looking back, you would laugh at it now. But for example, it's like you have an ice cream cone and it falls off, your ice cream falls off onto the ground. It's like, oh man, you were looking forward to this ice cream and it fell, and it's just like, you start crying, you don't know what to do. You just feel this overwhelming feeling of distress. And so you break down and you cry, and it's like, oh no. And what do your parents do, or your friends, or whoever is your guidance at that time? What do? They let you know it's going to be okay, and they build you a new reality. They tell you, you know what, either, we'll get you another one, or hey, it's okay. We're going to go home and it's going to be fine. You're going to go to bed and you're going to wake up and it's going to be okay. You're going to feel better. Whatever it is, somebody else is constructing a new reality for you so that you can find footing and move on and be okay. That's the essential, like, logical framework of what happens there, psychological framework. So the issue lies in the injection of big tech into children. Is when you have those things happening to you as a kid, big tech now inserts itself as an easy outlet for building a new reality. It's like anytime something happens in life, if life's shitty, go online, play video games, go on social media, go TikTok, whatever, and just, it's going to be okay eventually. You know what I'm saying? It's found a way to let us become so reliant on it, while also, it's crazy. It's made us reliant on it, but also we're feeding it, as we're relying on it, we're feeding it information that's going to replace us. It's like we're feeding our own demise, and we're just saying, yes, please. And it's mind-boggling to me. And we all do it. I mean, I'm not pointing any fingers here. It's just crazy to me how they've managed to get it to happen. You understand what I'm saying? It's like the scale of it all is crazy to me, and how we all sense there's something up, and to be honest, we're kind of stuck. I don't know what to do. Outside of, you must set your own reality and stand on it. Okay? You will never reach the level that you want to be at. That we all have this idea that who we want to be. You're never going to reach that level if you cannot understand and realize that you must pick yourself up, build your own reality every time you get knocked down, and keep going. You cannot rely on big tech or some of these other new authority figures, because their intention is not to help you. Their intention is to make money. Their intention is to collect data. Their intention is to better themselves, not better you, the majority of the time. In today's world, our society pretty much, you can say and believe pretty much anything and still survive just fine. You can get by. And so it's really broken down a lot of the social structures that have provided a lot of stability to people. Because, you look around, and especially on the internet, you see so much just filth, just complete slop. And you see people get famous off of it, and it makes people question, like, what am I doing? Why am I on the good boy path or the good girl path? Wow, this idiot has like 1 million followers doing this. You know what I'm saying? There's no allegiance to some higher authority in order to gain some stability and some authenticity, I guess, some guidance. And it's not all bad. It's just, it also causes new issues that you should be wary of when you're listening to people online. This leads to an important point, and is believing what you want is not freedom. The world tells us that, oh yeah, believe what you want, do what you want, this and that and this and that. But the reality is everything has consequences, and sometimes consequences can be good. Do you see what I'm saying? If you put in work now, the consequences, you'll be more prepared later. That's a good consequence. It's just a very simple example here. The reality is, you have to remove yourself from the herd. You have to remove yourself from an influencer or somebody online or somebody else building your reality, and step into becoming the person who builds their own reality and stands on it. If you step away from the herd enough and isolate yourself just enough, you can hear the you inside, the little bit of you, the you that's you always press down due to fear or social anxiety, the you that always is reaching up, hey, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? That you is what you need to feed. That you is what's going to separate you from the herd and put you on the path that is for you. The big secret is you are already someone, okay? You just have to recognize it within yourself. Everybody has this within them. Everybody is born human and unique and special, capable of love, capable of greatness, but we're also capable of the opposite. And the only way you end up doing the opposite, in my opinion, is by complacency, by operating off of negative emotion, by operating in fear, by not doing what you know you should do. And then therefore by the opposite, doing what you should do. That's all it is, baby. Do what you should do. We all know it's inside of us. Listen to it, feed it, grow it. Doesn't mean you're right about everything. Doesn't mean everyone else is wrong. It just means you know the path you're on because you set it. You have goals. You're going at it. You're moving a certain way now. You feel me?